Most people have probably never heard of Matt Bowman, but Matt Bowman happens to be a top civil rights lawyer at the Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights. This is the guy that is out there every day fighting to make sure that we have equality here in the United States and that nobody is oppressed based on their gender identity, sexual preference, the color of their skin, their religion, nothing. This guy, Matt Bowman, is the one out there making sure that everybody is on a level playing field. Except, of course, for the fact that Mr. Bowman spent most of his early life fighting to make sure that nobody was equal. And that if you weren't just like him and believed just like him, then you're a piece of trash. According to recent reports, this one specifically from LGBTQ Nation, Mr. Bowman has been arrested multiple times throughout his life for harassing women and gay people. I am going to read you some things off this list right here of different times when Bowman was either arrested or had the police called on him. And again, let's not forget Donald Trump specifically appointed this guy to be a top lawyer at the Health and Human Services Office of Human Rights. Let's start. Here we go. In a 1999 incident, he got in the face of a woman who refused to take anti-abortion brochures. She called the police, and the police said that he refused to stop harassing women until the officer threatened a disorderly conduct citation. In 2000, another security guard named Daniel Martin told police that Bowman was trespassing on his property and went through his mail. Months later, Bowman was protesting with signs that said, "Daniel Martin, liar, murderer, coward." So he picked a random security guard at a hospital, by the way, went through his mail, and then started putting that guy's names on signs. The guy was just doing it. He's just a security guard at a hospital, but Bowman thought they were doing abortions in the hospital, so sure, I'm going to go after the security guard. In another incident, police were called when Bowman was harassing a woman on the topic of abortion, but the police report said that he fled the scene before the cops arrived. In 1997, he went down to Florida to join Reverend Flip Benham's protest of Disney with 100 high school students. They protested what they called the Tragic Kingdom, accusing Disney of promoting the homosexual life, citing Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, because they were airing Ellen, I guess, they were promoting the homosexual life. And Bowman wasn't going to have any of that. No. So I'm protesting Disney World in Florida. Later that same year, he organized another protest, this time in honor of a sniper who murdered abortion provider Dr. Barnett Slepian. He also protested sex education at a school where the principal called the police over his aggressiveness, and a Republican state legislator's office because she was accused of supporting an abortion procedure. In 1996, he was arrested for breaking into Senator Bob Dole's office in D.C. and refusing to leave unless Dole, then a presidential candidate, said he would support a constitutional amendment banning abortion in all circumstances. He was released on bond and didn't return to D.C. for his court date, and his warrant expired automatically in 1999. So basically, the guy had to avoid Washington, D.C. for 3 years because he had an outstanding warrant for his arrest. But he did return to D.C., rather triumphantly, right? As a member of the Trump administration. This man cares nothing about civil rights. He cares about promoting his right-wing religious ideology. That his way is right and everyone else is wrong, and you're gonna fall in line with him or he's gonna harass you until he gets arrested. And we're supposed to trust him to be a lawyer at the Office for Civil Rights within the Trump administration? You know, we have seen lots of different examples of from the Trump administration of, the foxes guarding the hen houses. But this is so much more diabolical than that. This is not just a conflicted guy serving in a position. This is a guy who openly hates other people because of his own religious beliefs. That's what this is. This man has no business being in a civil rights office. This man has no business serving in an administration of any kind. And he needs to be relegated to the trash bin of history because that is exactly what he is. If you believe that you, as a human being, are better than any other human being because of your religious beliefs or your color or your gender or whatever it is, if you think you're better than somebody based on any of those things, then yes, you are undoubtedly, in my book, an absolute piece of trash. And that is exactly what Matt Bowman is. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.